You can follow me at the Antonian on Twitter, as well as follow Skyline, which is a singing group I'm in, at Skyline. And on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Skyline World. Hit us up. All right. Oh, that's a little bit of a hard question because they're both so different from one another. I definitely love to be in the studio because you can walk in your PJs. You just have, your water bottle and maybe some greasy fries, and you're good to go, and no one's there to judge you. And it's just like a creative booth. It's just your creative space in your room. It's like being at home for me. But shooting a music video, I guess I would choose that maybe over the recording booth because it's a high production. You have hair, makeup, wardrobe, dancing, performing. Sometimes you have fans involved in your video. There's a lot of people and energy there, and I love to be around people and energy. So that's definitely fun. When Skyline shot our first music video for Not the Only One, that was a blast. We shot all day long at the beach and then in this amazing studio space called SIR Studios in LA, and we had such a fun time. And we had like about 40 fans who came from LA to be part of the video, so you could see their little shadows in the crowd, and that was an amazing experience for us. Well, unfortunately, I haven't had that much time lately to be cooking because I've been so busy with the boys and working out, trying to be buff. But I'll tell you the last thing that I made was for Chris Patrick and Eric's birthdays. I made a fresh carrot cake. I went to the store, the farmer's market where they're allowed to shop, got fresh ingredients. I made everything from scratch. The cake, the carrots I grated by hand. I actually got like 2 cuts on my fingers and had to band-aid it up. It was pretty crazy. And the frosting, the cheese, cream cheese frosting was so good. And the cake was amazing, like bakery status level. I don't know how it ended up that way, but I invited some family over. There was a lot of cake, so we ate the rest of it. It was gone in like a day. If I could be any of the other Skyline members for a day, um, maybe I would choose. Well, it'd be different because I can gain so much from being everybody, I would say it would be really interesting to be Shad, just because I want to live with this voice one day. I just want to see what it's like to sing with that kind of a voice. Just so easy, everything comes so easy to him. He's like la 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 la, comes and goes. um, but to seriously answer the question, I would probably say Eric because Eric and I we work so well together, but um, we're also very different from one another. We both have like leader mentalities and instincts. So sometimes we work great together, sometimes not so well, but we always end up coming to compromise. So I would like to be in issues one day, just to see what it's like on the other side. Um, Love you, buddy. This is gonna sound embarrassing, but I don't really know any Armenian songs by heart. I can like hum along with a lot of them. I can dance to a lot of them at like Armenian weddings and parties, but the only one I know it's about a squash, the vegetable. It's called Hey John Rapama Hama Rapama. It just basically says, "Hey, you squash, tasty, nice smelling squash." I don't know. It's a great song though. That was it. Well, if I could go anywhere around the world, I would love to go overseas. I've been to the Hawaii, right? I've been to Hawaii, been to Mexico a few times. I've been to New York. I love New York, but I've never been overseas, and I would love to go to Paris. I made a promise to myself and my future, wife to be, that I would take her to Paris and propose there. I told myself that I'm not going to propose unless I'm in Paris in front of the Eiffel Tower. So I took French in high school for 3 years as well. So Paris has always been a big destination for me. It's a capital of fashion, a capital of great food, a capital of romance. So why not want to be there? I would also love to go to London. I would love to go to Greece. I would love to go to Barcelona. I would love to go to Italy as well. So those are on my to-do lists, and maybe one day, hopefully, Skyline's on a big world tour. We're going all across the world, and we'll come find you guys. Well, that's a tricky question. Not if they're under 18, because then that's illegal. You know what? I would. I'd say yeah, because I'm the kind of guy who believes that love has no boundaries. It doesn't. Love doesn't decide what's. Yeah, I mean, you can't decide where you're gonna find love, where you're not. You never really know, and I'm open to it all because I feel like nothing in this world is so cut and dry. Nothing is just black and white. There's so many different colors and spectrum and shades of grays, and I feel love works that way. It can happen at work. It can happen driving through a fast food line, and the person taking your order could be your match made in heaven. And I'm always open to those situations. So if the right fan was to come along, obviously they would get to know me and get to know me for who I was, not just for the music. Um, and if the situation was right, then yeah, I would totally be down. Absolutely nothing. No, I'm kidding. So many things inspire me. First and foremost, God inspires me. The way this universe works, the way there's positive energy in everything, and I think just the vastness of life in general outside of ourselves. There's just so much going on. Me and the boys, all of us, we're all big like space and astronomy and junkies. We sit there and we'll talk about aliens and planets and stuff like that, and you know, talking about God and how big He is and how big the universe is. You realize there's so much out there, and that vastness and that greatness inspires me to want to achieve like 0.0001% of what that can be. Also, my family inspires me because they've taken care of me and been at my side for so long. I grew up in a traditional Armenian family who was very close knit. I had all my uncles, aunts, cousins always up in my business, sort of like my big fat Greek wedding. We all live a block away from each other, and I love it. And they inspire me because they empower me and they motivate me. And I just want to be successful for them so they can have a good life, so I can take care of them. And our fans really inspire me because sometimes when I'm down and out and feeling low, I go back and watch videos that fans made of Not the Only One, our song, 2.5 years ago. And that just insane that something that I helped put together has touched somebody across the world. So I remember that if I have made that sort of a positive change or help make that sort of positive change in somebody's life, then that's all the inspiration I'll ever need. And music obviously also inspires me. I love all sorts of music: jazz, pop, R&B, musical theater. I grew up singing it. Yeah. All right. Well, tell you the truth, it's not that fancy. We weren't put together by a label or a manager or a big shot producer. We weren't given contracts from day two. Um, I put the band together. I had the idea, and I've been in bands and groups, girl and boy groups, or just boy groups, since I was 14 years old. Just always wanted to make it. It's always what I wanted to do, and it was my last straw. I had auditioned for so many groups, some that you might have heard of or have been a fan of, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. Um, and I was just like, God, if this is meant for me, help me, because like I'm so tired, like I need the one. And Skyline came together like that. Ryan and I had been friends for a while. He had moved out here from Chicago, and we had met like 6 months prior. And Eric and Chris Patrick had been sort of acquaintances of mine, and other friends who knew them and knew me myself as well had referred them to the group. And I had gone to. I was in show choir in high school, and Shao was in the rival show choir of our high school in the same valley. And literally within 3 to 5 days, the whole band was together. It just came like that. I ran into Shad driving down the street in Hollywood, and I saw him walking down the street, and I pulled my window down and I stopped. I said, Shad, I'm putting this band together. You have to be into it. You have to be in it. Not into it. And he said, yeah, MySpace me. He sent me his number, and then we got together. I mean, if I wasn't there at the specific day, at that specific time, at that specific stoplight, I would have never seen Shad walk down, and Skyline would not be together right now. So there's definitely some destiny playing in that. And we've been together strong for 3 years now, and we built everything up from ground up with our management, music, and our image and vocals, all the people who are involved with us. So I'm really proud of what we've done, and it's time for us to take us to the next level. So we are working so hard. We're so motivated to get to that next level because we know that we have what it takes. Our team knows we have what it takes. It's just a matter of time, and we're patient. We know that game is played slow and steady. Those are the ones who win. So we're playing it that way, and we're very confident we're going to get to where we need to be. Jeez, I hope so. There's no way I can guarantee where every day is going to go because tomorrow none of us can be here, where things can all change. So life has no security, it has no guarantees, but I know that singing and dancing is a part of who I am. So to think a life without that, it's not a life, it's not me. I have to sing. I even sing when I'm not with the boys. I sing all the time. My friends call me freaking jukebox. They're like, once you get started, you don't stop. So music is always going to be part of my life, no matter what I do, no matter whether I'm an artist or I'm not an artist. Who knows? But it's a big part of my heart and my soul. And yeah, so I guess that's a yes. Hell yeah. No. I'm just kidding. I would never. First and foremost, it's never really been my dream to be a solo artist. Um, I've had two dreams of being a performer, and one has been to be in a group because I grew up with Spice Girls and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and seeing that camaraderie and friendship. And I'm someone who loves to be surrounded by people and by my friends, and sharing experiences is so much more worthy to me, worthwhile than doing it alone. And I've also wanted to be on stage on Broadway. So maybe one day, long time later, when I hit my 30s, I'll go do that. Do 3, 4 albums, take a break, go do the stage, and come back. But no, even if I was guaranteed massive success, the boys mean so much to me. We mean so much to each other. We have built a family together, and we are committed to each other. That we're going to see this through, all five of us together. Some bands replace members, some bands kick people out. Some we don't function like that because we're not just a band. We truly are a brotherhood, and each of us have gone through so many trials and tribulations that so many people don't even know about. That we have fought so hard to be where we're at right now, still standing as a band, as a brotherhood, all five of us. That each of us deserve the success that we're going to get one day. So to me, life is about relationships, it's about friendships, and it's about having great people around you that you can share experiences with and you can laugh with and have memories with. And I'm so proud to say that the four boys who I'm in this band with are my best friends. They're great people, they're warm-hearted, they're caring. I could have never imagined to have, met guys like this because every band has their problem child. I'm sort of the problem child for my band. But we're so close knit, and I'm so lucky for that. So I would never ever think of that. We all deserve it. Ryan, Eric, Shad, Chris Patrick, V. We all deserve it. We all deserve to do it together. All right, video is rolling now. Oh, good. Now I can't. I can't see because there's a big blinding light in my eye. But don't put this part in the video. I tell you, the last thing I made was for Chris Patrick's and Eric's birthday. I made a ginger. No, I didn't. Oh, jeez. What am I thinking? Okay, let's start this one again. All right. And if Selena Gomez is a fan of ours, then please hit me up. Sorry, Beebs. Being the amazing Kyle Puccio, who's our vocal coach and musical director, Sarah Grantinetti, Melissa Kyle from Salon Makes, our amazing stylist, to our amazing, awesome, innovative, brilliant manager, Luce Gordon, aka Luce Canyon. Like, we're so blessed to have all these people on our team. And of course, our crazy, sexy, awesome, edgy choreographer and DJ. She's amazing. And yeah, that is that. I love you guys. Big shout out to Lissa at Skyline Fans for putting this video together again. And I love the world. I love Skyline. I love cheesecake. And this is V. Peace and out. Bye, guys.